What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another top 5 video. And today we're going to be doing the top 5 point guards currently in the playoffs, and this is going to be based off regular season stats. So before you start roasting me in the comments when I show my honorable mentions, this is going to be based off regular season stats, and some of these players in the honorable mentions, it's not their fault. They either had other players getting the rock or they got hurt. So keep that in mind before you start hating on me, because I know some of you are going to probably get a little upset about some of the people I left off the list. But keep in mind, it is a very hard list to make, so let me know your list in the comment section. Without further ado, let's get started. So in the honorable mentions, we have Steph Curry. I know some of you are going to be like, Steph Curry is a top 5 point guard. What are you crazy? Yes, he is. But based off the regular season, based off the stats of this regular season, some of the players just had a little bit better stats than he did. That is the only reason why he's in the honorable mention. So that's the only reason. But other than that, yes, he is a top 5 point guard. I will not argue with that. Next, we have Kyle Lowry. And now this wasn't his fault. He was like almost out for the whole season with the wrist injury. But, you know, Kyle Lowry in the playoffs is a different Kyle Lowry in the regular season. So, you know, you definitely know he had to be in the honorable mentions, because, you know, he just plays so different in the playoffs for some reason. And then we have Kyrie Irving, and I know you guys are going to be upset at me for this one too, but yes, he is a top, well, John, I don't know, you know, naming top 5 point guards in the NBA is not easy. There's so many players that could be in the top 5, but let's get into the top 5 of the playoffs, and here we go. We're going to start. In the number 5 spot, we have Damian Lillard, which, you know, could literally be interchangeable with any of these guys that were an honorable mention, any of them, besides Kyle Lowry, in my opinion. But Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving could both be on this top 5 as well. I mean, you know, this is personally off my opinion and based off the stats that I saw. So your list could be completely different. I might be an idiot to you for leaving, you know, Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving off the list, but this was just based off my opinion. So, you know, the only reason I did this is because Damian Lillard is averaging 2 more points than both of them, and that's basically what I, you know, made the decision over. And, you know, that may be stupid, but that's just how I did it. Just remember, it's just my opinion. But Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum combined for 75 points in Game 1 against the Warriors, and they still lost. So, you know, the Blazers definitely need some help, and they definitely need Yusuf Nurkic back, and the Blazers are a really good team. They just could use some help against the Warriors. You know, the Warriors are not going to be easy to beat. It's going to be a miracle if the Blazers can beat them in a series, but, you know, if Lillard and McCollum play like that and they just get a little bit of help from other guys, they may be able to take a couple games from the Warriors. So this was number 5 on my list, Damian Lillard. He is an awesome point guard, and he continues to get snubbed from the All-Star game, which I think is ridiculous, but it's whatever. Number 4, we have Isaiah Thomas, and I think I've said this in video already, but prayers out to Isaiah Thomas and his family. I feel so bad for what he's going through right now. His little sister was in a car wreck right before the playoffs, and she passed away. It is a terrible time for Isaiah Thomas, but despite that, he decided to play Game 1 in the NBA playoffs. They did get upset in Game 1 by the Bulls, but I think Isaiah Thomas still scored in the 30 range. So, you know, it's pretty obvious why Isaiah Thomas is on this list. I don't think anyone can disagree with the way he's playing this season. He's been playing phenomenal. He has, like, I think he averaged 29 in the regular season, and he's been an awesome point guard this year. Definitely coming out party for Isaiah Thomas. Everybody knew he was really good before this, but this has been his best season so far, and he fits very well with the Celtics. Early in his career, he was getting traded around a lot. I mean, he played for the Suns, the Kings. I might be leaving another team off the list, but I don't think so, actually. But, yeah, Isaiah Thomas definitely, I think, has found a home in Boston, and hopefully he stays there for a while because he plays very well there, although he did play well in the other places he was with too. But Isaiah Thomas has enjoyed quite a year, and that's why I put him at the number 4 spot, because he's had a phenomenal year. And then the number 3 coming up, I don't think anyone can argue with, as well, as he's had a good year as well. But Isaiah Thomas, number 4. And next, we have John Wall. Yeah, John Wall has had an amazing season alongside with Bradley Beal. John Wall, I think, has had like over 40 double-doubles this season. So I guess Russell Westbrook is a triple-double master, and you can call John Wall the double-double master. I don't know. But John Wall has had a really good year, and his Wizards are a dangerous team in the East. I think they could possibly upset the Cavaliers, but, it's going to be tough. That would be really tough to do. But the Wizards have had an awesome year led by John Wall. I mean, no one can argue with this. If John Wall is not a top 5 point guard in your mind going into the playoffs, then I don't know what you're smoking. But John Wall has had such an amazing year. Like, he's quietly led his team, and there's no doubt, in my opinion, he is better than Kyrie Irving. I know there's a lot of debate on that, Kyrie Irving, John Wall. In my opinion, I think I think John Wall is better than Kyrie Irving. I mean, I don't know. They're both awesome point guards. They're both great players, but John Wall, I think, just is a little hair better than Kyrie Irving. Based off, John Wall is a great all-around point guard. Gets the assists in there too. Kyrie Irving is very clutch. He's more clutch than John Wall. I will say that. Kyrie Irving does hit a lot of good game winners, badass ones too. And so Kyrie Irving could definitely be on this list as well. And John Wall, has his moments, so does Kyrie Irving. But next, without a doubt, I think Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook was supposed to be number 1, but whatever. I have Russell Westbrook for some reason number 2 spot, but this is supposed to be number 1 point guard for obvious reasons. Next, well, you'll see who this. So think of this. This was number 1. This is number 1. I don't know why I did it like this, but it's kind of whatever. I guess I messed that up a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. Russell Westbrook definitely he has his reason for being MVP. Obviously, he surpassed Oscar Robertson for triple-double record in a single season. There's no doubt in anybody's mind Russell Westbrook should be on this list, although he did play a terrible game 1. 9 turnovers is not good at all. I think Russell Westbrook was just trying to do a little too much, and he just needs to play his game, stay in his lane, and I think he can lead the Thunder to 3 wins, to be honest. In my opinion, I think he could. I think he could take the Rockets to Game 7. So Russell Westbrook, I just think he needs to play a little bit better. Actually, a lot better. He can't have 9 turnovers. That will kill the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their team is rallying behind him. They need him very badly, and he cannot play like that. But he will come back better than ever. I promise you. Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, whatever. He will play a lot better. And I honestly would not be surprised if Russell Westbrook drops a 50-point triple-double in this series. He's done it in the regular season, and I would not be surprised if he does it against the Rockets. But the Rockets are probably game planning to play defense all over Russell Westbrook, which kind of sucks for Westbrook because, he needs help as well, kind of like the Blazers do. But definitely Russell Westbrook is the number 1 on this list, although I put him in the wrong spot. And then James Harden, although he was a shooting guard, but this regular season he moved to point guard. So James Harden is actually number 2 on this list, and he's had an awesome year as well. He's been getting triple-doubles just like Russell Westbrook. And now, it's pretty obvious I had to have the top two MVP candidates in the top 2. James Harden has had an amazing year alongside with Westbrook. Either one of these guys I'd be okay with winning MVP. I would give MVP to James Harden shortly off that his team record was way better than Westbrook's, but then you got to think Westbrook has been breaking records with getting the most triple-doubles in a single season. I think he's had 3 50-point triple-doubles, and James Harden I think has had a couple too, if I'm not wrong about that. But I think I would be okay with either of these guys winning MVP. They're both awesome players, and if there was, I've heard someone talk about this before, but if there was a possibility of having co-MVPs, so be it. Both these guys deserve an MVP, and whoever doesn't win MVP, I know is going to be salty as hell because both these guys have had an amazing season, and it's going to be the closest race I think we've ever seen, and this has definitely been an awesome season for both these guys, and I think James Harden definitely was better off playing the point guard position. He led his team to the 3rd seed. They've been a very awesome team. James Harden been playing very awesome, and he scored 37 in his Game 1 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think he's trying to make a statement for why he should be MVP and not Westbrook because both these players know the race is very close, and I think both of them want to win MVP. But let me know your guys' list in the comments. Do you think mine was stupid? Do you think I'm an idiot? Just let me know. And if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on that 200 grind. Already reached 100, trying to get 200 now. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I love all of you. As always, guys, this is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.